Have you ever had your dog run away from you while you called its name with no reaction? Or worse, your dog looked at you acknowledging that he or she heard you, yet didn't follow your command. We will take a look at why your dog doesn't listen to you when you call him, as well as other mistakes you are making with your dog, like letting them jump on people, and how to fix those annoying behaviors. There are several reasons why your dog might not come when you called. The first one is that he doesn't want to get in trouble. Maybe in the past they've chased a squirrel and when you called, but they came but gotten in trouble for their actions. Now they associate coming to you with getting punished. No matter how upset you are at your dog, fake being happy when he comes and follows your commands. Other reasons why your dog might not come when called is that he doesn't think it's worth it. If your dog is having fun and sniffing all the new scents, why would he come back to you? To prevent this, make sure when he comes, you reward him for his actions. You can use treats or toys or compliments and back rubs. Another reason why he might not come is he thinks that the fun is about to end. To prevent this, call your dog halfway through your walk, reward the actions, and let them go and have fun again. This way, the word come doesn't always mean the end of fun. Another tip that worked wonders for my dog to do was to run away from him as a puppy calling his name. When you first get a dog, the dog might think of it as a game and will get them familiar with the command. And if you are thinking that's a lot of treats to be dishing out on your dog, remember, this is to get your dog trained to understand the command. With time, you can reward your dog randomly when he performs the behaviors instead of every single time. Another tip for training, the come command is to use their name followed by come just once. Repeating the command come might make your dog tune out and the command to lose meaning. If you don't trust your dog off leash when teaching him the come command, use a 6-foot leash to practice. Just remember to not reel him in with the leash, as the choice to come has to be their own, not something you forced. You shouldn't force your house guests to have to endure your dog jumping on them. You might excuse their behavior and say they're just so friendly, but in reality, this is a mistake. Jumping is rude, can destroy clothes and injure people, and is a general nuisance. Your dog should not jump on anyone. One of the reasons why your dog jumps on people is that it needs emotional or physical connection. Breeds like retrievers and toy dogs do this more often as they crave the human interaction. Attention and contact, even if it's you pushing him away from your body, are what they're looking for. Jumping often occurs when you first enter the house as your dog is excited to see you or the guests. The first step to curb his behavior is to ignore your dog until he is calm. Only when all his paws are on the ground can you say hi and touch your dog. Another trick to stop jumping is to replace one behavior with another. When you see your dog is about to jump, ask him to sit. He can't sit and jump at the same time. You can even ask your guests or strangers you meet out and about when they ask if they can pet your dog to ask him to sit first. He will learn that sitting gets him the contact and attention he wants. And as always, don't confuse your dog. Don't allow your dog to jump on you, but not your wife. Same rules must apply to everyone in his surroundings. Otherwise, the dog will get confused. Our next annoying behavior is when your dog barks all the time. Although barking is a natural behavior, excessive barking is a nuisance, not only to you, but sometimes to the whole neighborhood. And no yelling at them will not prevent this behavior. First, figure out why your dog is barking. Let's say your dog barks at all the people that walk by your window. Can you remove the trigger by getting some curtains? If you cannot, practice positive reinforcement-based training, where your dog will learn that being silent is more rewarding than giving in to barking. Another embarrassing item that the dog can do is pull on the leash. This is a very common issue that can once again be solved with positive reinforcement strategies. Remember that while you might be able to easily pull your puppy on the leash and get him to walk where you want, it might be harder to do with an adult dog. Regardless of size, it's best to train them as early as you can to have slack in the leash. Your dog can also chew on items that he is not supposed to. Dogs chew to keep themselves entertained and as a way to clean their teeth. To prevent chewing on inappropriate items, make sure the dog has plenty of appropriate things to chew on, like chew toys and bones. When you do catch him or her in the act of chewing something they shouldn't have, stop them by offering them a correct item to chew. Another annoying behavior is when your dog will not stop licking himself. There could be many reasons why your dog is doing that. Some of the most common reasons are allergy issues or separation anxiety. Allergies could be caused by grass itself or the pesticides used in grass. Another reason is anxiety. Licking is something that their mom used to do when they were puppies to clean her offspring, so licking can soothe your dog's anxiety. But if you want to stop waking up at night to the sound of your dog licking itself, or worse, to have your dog lick itself through the skin, put an end to it. Figure out the issues and try to mitigate. First, for example, if it's allergies, get him some supplements that will soothe his condition or avoid areas that seem to trigger his allergies. Use positive reinforcement when the dog stops licking itself. Provide it with chew toys that he can nibble on to ease his or her stress. Another annoying thing your dog does is begging from the table. This, we are afraid to say, is because of you. You've shared your food with him before, teaching him that begging gets him the items he wants. Once again, be disciplined and don't just give him one piece of the bacon. Teach him that begging never works and stop your guests for falling for the puppy eyes. Use positive reinforcement and treats to feed him at his designated times, and feed him not from your hand off the table, but use his bowl or his treat bags. Stealing food off the table is not only annoying, but can also lead to accidents when your dog consumes something they shouldn't have. Plenty of vet visits can be avoided if you don't let your dog eat off the table. And this one might be especially embarrassing, even though it's a hygienic cleanup. What we are talking about is the dog licking his private parts. To him or her, it's a way to clean. But it can get very embarrassing for you, especially if you have guests over, or if you think about the fact that the next thing they will do is lick your face. Use the no command and use positive reinforcement. You might also find their past experiences to influence their behavior in an annoying way. For example, my dog was attacked by a German Shepherd, and now he gets scared of all the German Shepherds. It's a survival skill that they've developed that can be only overcome if they develop positive experiences with German Shepherds. Other ways this can show in other dogs can be, for example, in dogs that have been abused by a male who now have an adverse reaction to all males. Don't traumatize your dog and force them to get close to males, but do provide them the ability to slowly get acclimated to males and realize that their first impression might not have been correct. It will take love and patience, but slowly you can get your dog to overcome their initial assumptions. Remember that a big reason for overall annoying behavior is that the dog is bored. He wants attention, and providing more activities for your dog can replace a lot of the negative behaviors. A tired dog is a happy dog. Figure out what works for you and your dog and try to be consistent. Hope this helps to get rid of the annoying dog behaviors. What's an annoying thing that your dog does that you tolerated but now wish you hadn't, or are actively working to overcome? Any other tips for training or stopping the annoying behaviors?